My stepmother competed with me for everything, so I gave her a competition that destroyed her. I've dealt with jealous women before, but never one who was supposed to be family. Regina married my dad when I was 15 and she was 35. At first, she seemed normal, friendly even, but the moment dad showed me any affection, something shifted in her eyes. Whenever dad would hug me, Regina would intercept him for a longer embrace. When dad signed me up for martial arts lessons, Regina suddenly needed him to teach her self-defense techniques. The competition escalated as months passed. I dyed my hair blonde for summer, and Regina, a 35-year-old woman, showed up with the exact shade, gushing to everyone about how we looked like sisters now. When I made the volleyball team, she became the team mom overnight, showing up to practices in spandex shorts that made my teammates uncomfortable. I got invited to Emma's pool party, and Regina called the cops on us claiming underage drinking that wasn't happening. But the moment that made me realize how sick she was came the night before my dance team tryouts in April of senior year. I'd trained for 6 months for this spot. Making varsity would mean performing at state competitions and potential college scholarships. Regina insisted on making me a good luck dinner, just the two of us while dad worked late. She made pasta from the same pot, served herself first, and watched me eat every bite. She even kept refilling my glass with juice, insisting I stay hydrated for tomorrow. "You're going to do amazing," she said, smiling. At 3 a.m., I woke up to projectile vomiting. My stomach cramped like knives twisting inside me. I couldn't stop shaking, couldn't keep water down. Regina drove me to tryouts because you work too hard to miss this, but I could barely stand. Halfway through my routine, I ran off stage and threw up in front of everyone. I didn't make the team and was heartbroken, but there was nothing I could do. Then 3 weeks later at Starbucks, my friend Emma mentioned something that made my blood run cold. My mom told me the weirdest thing about your stepmom. She was working at CVS the night before your tryouts when your stepmom came in and bought an ipecac and made this joke about someone learning what real nausea feels like. Mom thought it was so creepy she texted me about it. My hands shook as everything clicked. The dinner, the insistence I eat. I drove home in a rage, found dad in his office, and instantly told him everything. She poisoned me. Emma's mom saw her buy ipecac the night before. Stop. Just stop. Dad's face went dark. You failed. I get it. But blaming Regina? She made you dinner. She even drove you the entire way. You can't just blame someone innocent every time something goes wrong. I tried again. Dad, please. Emma's mom can tell you. He slammed his laptop shut. Enough. I won't hear another word against my wife. You need to take responsibility for once. I stood there, realizing the truth. Dad would never believe me over Regina. She'd won this round. But I also knew her weakness. She couldn't resist any competition, especially if she thought I desperately wanted something. So that summer before college, I crafted the perfect trap. I created fake Instagram accounts raving about a new extreme fitness boot camp that promised incredible transformations. I had my friends share the posts. Knowing Regina obsessively stalked my social media and theirs, posted constantly about wanting to join, left browser tabs open about getting in shape for summer, and made sure Regina saw everything. The boot camp was real, an intense CrossFit gym that attracted serious athletes. I mentioned the $500 enrollment fee at dinner, acting heartbroken. It would change my life, but I can't afford it. I watched Regina's eyes light up. That night, I saw her scrolling through the gym's website on her phone. 2 days later, I heard her on the phone enrolling herself, lying about her fitness experience to get into the advanced class. She showed up to the first session bragging she'd show everyone what real fitness looked like. When the trainer suggested she start with beginner modifications, this 35-year-old woman actually said, "I can keep up with the kids." During box jumps, she tried to match a 17-year-old's pace, which ended horribly. My friend who worked the front desk called me when it happened and told me Regina had screamed so loud the whole gym stopped. Her ACL was completely torn, which nearly gave trauma to everyone, and the ambulance had to be called. But that's when the real revenge came. When the paramedics asked about her age, Regina couldn't lie and had to say 35, which made the fitness coach furious. And to reject any liability, he wasted no time in telling the insurance company that Regina had lied about her age to get into the class, which was apparently enough for them to deny the claim. Dad discovered everything when the bills arrived. The credit card statement showed $500 for extreme boot camp, then $20,000 in medical costs. His face went pale seeing it all laid out, his wife spending thousands to compete with his teenage daughter. He ended up filing for divorce and used the medical bill as evidence of her schemes to get a clean break without any spousal support, which devastated Regina. She still sends me monthly texts on Instagram telling me to convince my dad to reconsider, and I haven't blocked her because it's so entertaining watching her beg.